Is that... Sora? Sora! Oh. Sora, don't! You've got to wake up! Sora! Are you what's trapping him in that nightmare? Cause if you are, I'm what nightmares fear!
Oh man, somebody should set up against Freddy Krueger. Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance with the anti-Black Coat Nightmare. Yeah, without a doubt, probably the hardest boss in the game, if only for one attack pattern alone. For some bizarre reason, I actually managed to avoid it, but it basically has this na-na-na-na fuck you attack. Actually, if it catches you inside that little claw grip thing, that you saw right there, it can actually drain you to 1% of health, and it is very quick on its feet, and it will attack you, and if that happens, well then Riku is screwed. But luckily, we have our own fuck you attack, namely the power of Dark Aura. And man, is it glorious. Yeah, we might have had the shit knocked out of us by Julius, that is to say the super boss that we fought in the couple of parts ago, but don't worry, we're powerful enough and we have our friend Vamp here, yes, using our darkest fears to destroy him. Yeah, oh, I did get caught by it. So yeah, that's dangerous. Curaga on standby at all times. You can technically pick up your health as it's scattered around in little balls, but I wouldn't recommend that saving you in a pinch, unless of course you happen to have a second chance on standby, which I highly recommend you unlock first and foremost, so yeah, upgrade your Dream Eaters, otherwise this boss fight will not relent. Speaking of boss fights, more to come.
Sora, don't chase the dreams. They'll lead you nowhere. Just to an abyss you'll never be able to wake up from. What? What's going on in Sora's world? Why won't he open his eyes? Is he still in the nightmare?
That is right.
Huh? Ansem!
Sora can no longer wake up. No matter how many nightmares you consume, you cannot wake someone who has fallen into the chasm of dreams.
What?
Dreams hold our memories. Sleep holds our dreams. And darkness, it holds our sleep. Sora's heart belongs to the darkness now.
Sora would never give in to the darkness!
But you feel it, don't you? This world, the nightmare, the abyss. Why haven't you returned to the reality whence you came?
No. This is a...
Dream of a dream. A twofold nightmare. This whole journey, you have been inside Sora's dreams. And now darkness within darkness awaits you.
What? No! I can't get loose!
At the start of your test, when you struck out from that tiny island, you saw me there dressed in a robe. Immediately you knew something was wrong. So without even knowing it, you dove into Sora's dream. and you became exactly what that sigil on your back represents. A dream eater to protect Sora from nightmares.
Me? I'm a dream eater?
Correct. But you failed to protect him. After all your efforts to command the darkness and protect those you cherish, it is a shame you locked that power away in the end.
Except, it's not over. I can still save Sora.
So you understand what to do. Set the darkness in you free, and you can rescue your friend.
Ansem. Or Xehanort. You used to be a Keyblade wielder. But darkness stole your heart. And the Keyblade with it. Don't you see? That's half the reason I'm even on this journey. After allowing darkness into my heart, am I still fit to wield the Keyblade? Even after locking you away, here you are, haunting me again. So I get it now. There's no point in trying to hold the darkness back.
At last, you see clearly.
You know, when I look at you, there's this memory that flashes back. A secret I said I'd keep when I was little. The main reason I kept dreaming about seeing the outside world was because of him. My journey begins here. And now, I'm going back to the real world. And then to Sora's side.
That is your answer?
Yes. I know the way. Consume the darkness. Return it to light.
You can try.
Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. It's been a while since we had a pretty good Ansem boss fight, but it is nice to see him again, and even though he is once again relegated to the side of Xehanort's flunky, both in this game and Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't want to keep whinging more than I already have, but again, part of making, you know, old man Xehanort the big main villain over here, and, you know, young Xehanort the new villain that's so cool and awesome, is that, again, they sort of treat Ansem and, you know, to a lesser extent Xemnas as like, oh, it's the darkness and nobody goes, so therefore Ansem says things like, darkness within darkness awaits you. When again, in Kingdom Hearts 1, he treated it as a scientific curiosity, not something as just, oh, he's the darkness guy, because that's what he says. Ugh. But I mean, to kind of give credit where it's due, there is also a philosophical nature that Ansem is there to reflect in terms of his perspective on life, and again, Kingdom Hearts 1 does still mention this, and you know what, for all my misgivings, the games do still honor that. He believes that darkness is the end-all be-all of existence, and well, again, despite the fact that Ansem sort of owes his existence to Old Man Xehanort, I guess that's the entire reason why he's really helping with this whole scheme. Although, yeah, one might come to wonder whether or not he'd be so forgiving about that if he found out what Xehanort's true scheme actually is, but we'll be seeing that in the next part, where we get to see the old man in the flesh, boy! And speaking of flesh, he wants Riku's once more. Well, not specifically Riku's, but he did have it for a time, and perhaps again. After all, there is still that running mystery of, you know, what the Riku replica was doing back and hanging around with old man Xehanort. Boy!
Ansem! You're part of my heart now! Part of the light!
Ever the fool, boy. And forever, a pawn of the darkness!
Oh, would you look at that? They were nice enough to give Ansem a second phase again. Not quite to the giant fuck-off darkness organic spaceship that we had before, but still a pretty decent one. Albeit one that does kind of border on... Well, it kind of borders on two bosses, really. It kind of borders on a... You know, the Chernobyl boss fight, where the game is basically just given a whole thing of keep away. And the second boss fight it reminds me of more is the third phase Marluxia boss fight from Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, which... not quite as annoying, since we don't have to deal with the whole Gale of Severance, which, you know, scatters your cards all around, and oh dear god, if Ansem had that, then it scattered your commands and your command deck around. Ugh, crikey. Anyway, it's more of a traditional slobberknockers kind of, you know, beat the shit out of your opponent before they beat the shit out of you, and oh, I failed. No epic command for me. But yeah, basically all that would have unlocked is basically another Keyblade, Gayblade attack. But whatever, we have Dark Aura, and I am going to make great use out of it. Especially with teleport spam. See, look, it's basically... Again, when utilizing both the powers of Ghost Drive and, you know, Vamp together... Well, I mean, that's basically what we get. We get Ghost Drive from Birth by Sleep, and it's fantastic. Like I said, there aren't many things that there aren't many games in general that utilize teleport attacks really well, but Dream Drop Distance is one of them, so all my misgivings I have about the story, I can at least forgive it because it has sick as hell teleport gameplay. Oh, and by the way, this pretty much all but confirms that the Guardian is in fact Terra from Birth by Sleep, and... Well, what's coming up next is an admittedly a very sweet scene, so I'll let you watch and wipe the tears from your eyes. And lick your cheeks.
Strength to protect what matters. Oh, this place. Did I finally make it out of the dream? Sora and I have been split up since the start of our journey. Because Ansem... No. Because Xehanort planned it. And that means... we're a long way off course from the Mark of Mastery exam Yen Sid gave us. Alright. Sora's gotta be here. Somewhere.
We made it! We're finally out of the dream world, thank fuck. But we still have that drop meter. Curious. But in any case, though, yeah, if you choose to go past a certain threshold, Riku is pretty much automatically forced to go to sleep, so... Yeah, he just falls asleep apropos of nothing, really, so... Yeah, you do still need to complete another Sora segment before you're thinking you can change the outcome of the story, so, yeah, that's why we have a bit of a short part today, so, on that note, I am Solidus-Skully, keep it new metal, and, next time... Well, we're gonna be in for a whopper of a penultimate part. Catch you dudes and dudettes next time, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.